Hey gang, Michael Daniels here, Tinkering with Tech. Today we're going to talk about using StreamYard and conducting your own show. Check this out. So when I first come in and open up into StreamYard, this is what I'm looking at. First thing I like to do is go in and add myself to the stream. That way I can look and see, make sure that everything's working. It always starts off in comments over here in this column. This is where your productivity happens during the show. So if this is a test comment that they give you, so I can do that and bring that up. One thing that I like to do is open up YouTube or whichever channel that I'm going to and go view it on YouTube. And there's a reason for that. I like to put a comment in. That way I can test that the commenting comes through to StreamYard. Now back at StreamYard, you're going to see it takes a little while for that comment to come in. So that's why I check this to make sure that I have the right YouTube event, etc. So I can see that come over. Okay, so eventually it does come over and you can test it and see. That way if you have any overlays that you want to use or something like that, you'll see whether it fits within your borders and stuff, and we'll talk about that in just a second. Next, I always go through and set up all my banners, like all the different things that I want to be able to put, some of them with tickers and some without. Like I can do, we have Tech with Brett coming up on our show, so I can put these on here and I can test those and see what that's going to look like during the show. I have some that are tickering and I have some that are just straight up, Tech with Brett. I can have him on screen and I can pull up basically a lower third for him. That's the banners that you have during the show. These are the ones that you would hit and take off, etc. Now we'll go to brand. A lot of these features are for paid StreamYard users. I am a paid StreamYard user, so I use these. I can add and take off my logo as I wish. If you notice, I do not have my name displayed, and that I have to scroll all the way to the bottom and show the name display. A lot of times I don't, but sometimes I do, and this is displays for everyone, just so you know. So I want to add my logo. I can add that. This is where the logos are. This is the theme. You can do a minimal. I'm going to change it to minimal. Bring up that comment. You can see how it's small down in the bottom left corner. I'm going to go back to the brand, make it the default, and go back to comments this time. You can see it takes up the whole page. I like that a lot better because that makes, when I'm making the guest a part of my production or my show, this is their way of being a part. So I want to make sure that I don't care about me. I want to be seen and everybody can read it very well. Keep in mind when you're designing your overlays, like this one works well because I can keep my logo in the top right and StreamYard has given us this one as default. But also keep in mind if I put this on there, the logo does stay on top. So if I have something there, that's good. You can tell images. These are all images. This is a lower third that I created myself. There's a video on that. Go check that out. I believe it's up there. So in the overlay section, if it's a video, you will see these symbols. If not, you will see just an image. And it's very difficult when you hover over it to know which one you have. It would be really nice if the names of these, or if you could name these while you're hovering over them, that would be ideal, but you can't. So make sure you know or have tested this like I'm doing right now in the pre-show. Okay. And then backgrounds. These backgrounds are for if you have guests on. So when I start my show, I always start out with me covered up. And I wanted to show you this on this particular image because it's important. You can see that down below and up above, it's not big enough. So I need to get a larger image. So I wanted to show you that so you could see that. All right, so I always start out my show with that. And then when I go live, I usually give about 5 seconds. And then I start my video. So I'm going to show you that right now. We're going to go live. And this is an unlisted video, so I can do this. So I'm going to go live. About 5 seconds and I start the video. Then now the video takes over. Notice no logo or anything, and the sound should be going. It probably is. Let me turn the sound off so you don't hear double up sounds. Maybe. And there's my logo, my start of my show, and now I go and I unhide this image here so that way it comes back to the people. Once that video is done, I'm on screen. So it's a whole process that you have to go through and set up and go through. And then a lot of times when I switch scenes, if I have a guest on with me and I want to switch, I use this icon right here to switch that. I don't have a guest right now. So I went ahead and came in on my mobile phone so you could see what this was like. So if I click on that, boom, there it is. That's me. So you can see right here, only the side-by-side view or a screen share allows you to play the different backgrounds. So I put my phone away so it didn't make all the noise that you were probably hearing. I hope you weren't, but anyway. So when I want to transition to two people, as opposed to just going to two people, and this is just blanked out because I wanted to keep it there, but put my phone far away so you couldn't see it. Instead of just going from scene to scene and going from there to there, what I do is I like to show me, and then I'll do a transition, one of these overlays over here, and then switch over to the two people. So when it comes back up, it looks like it went from, it's kind of like a little, I think they call those stingers. So if I wanted to go back to myself, I could just do something like this. And I created these, just had some fun creating them, and go back to just myself. Oops. Yeah, there it is. So now it's going to come up to just me. And then if I wanted to go back over to two people again or something. So during the show, this is the process that I'm going through to do that. I would click over here, click the two screen person. So I'll go from, it was showing me, now it's showing two people, and boom, like that. So that's the process that I do. I hope that helped you with StreamYard conducting a show. Now, if you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe, and do me a favor, check out a couple of these other videos that may help you as well. Thank you.